to move on to the next project proposal by Mr. Jeremy Shaw.
Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy Shaw and I'll be speaking on behalf of Aphrodust. Aphrodust is the table of books back here on the back. Alright, so first, what I want to do with you all is do a little trivia game just to make sure that we're on the same page. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a rhyme and I want you all to guess who that rhyme is about. Alright, so there was a man named Little who went to prison. He read every book he was given. He became an X in the eyes of the world, which marked the spot for a Judas betrayal. Who is this man? Malcolm X! Did I get any kids saying that? Awesome. Alright, so keep Malcolm X in your mind. I'm going to say the next one. There was a fettered soul who once was a dunce. He tricked some kids more than once. See, he was sly, he wasn't dumb. He treasured what was given to them. After a while, the game was done. He learned a lot and changed a ton. His dungeon shook and his chains fell off. Emancipation was what he sought.
Jason. I know, right?
Anybody? Well, it's Frederick Douglass. So Frederick Douglass learned how to read by tricking kids into teaching them how to read. So that's how Frederick Douglass learned how to read. Alright, so if you all haven't read the autobiographies of Malcolm X and the narrative of Frederick Douglass, make sure you read that because all of us can glean good information from it. Right? So there's one thing that sticks out to me about these two men. Both of them lived in different centuries, one in the 1800s and one in the 1900s. And it was their ability to read, right? The enlightenment that they got from reading. And we all know many stories about people that have read and their lives have changed. We know the stories of the religious adherents that pick up a Quran one day or pick up a Bible one day and forever their life has changed, right? We know these stories. So that's the power of reading. And we know reading has the potential to be a vehicle for change. So, with that being said, Frederick Douglass once said, knowledge makes us unfit to be a slave. And I completely agree. That's why I created Aphrodust. And also with the understanding that there are no black bookstores in Broward County. None. Right? So I wanted to fill that void. So Aphrodust is and it will be more than a bookstore. It will be a community university. Right? It will be a place for people to commune, organize, learn, and transform. It is what Sankofa truly is. Pulling everything from our past and intentionally flying towards our future. So we'll do this in three ways. We'll disseminate literature. So what we want to do is make common the radical and historical literature we feel that has been stripped from the annals of world history. We also want to disseminate literature that global citizens need to have in order to build a better self, a more holistic self. We also want to teach reading, writing, and GED courses, right? Because we know in order to ingest the knowledge that we want to give, our people must be able to read and write well. Aphrodust will be a place to learn critical literacy and critical writing so that our people get the fullest experience of the text that they read. We also want to build community by hosting gatherings such as lecture series, book clubs, think tanks, economic empowerment meetings, and musical engagements. Because we also understand that the oral tradition is also just as important as the written tradition, right? So in closing, Aphrodust is just as much Sankofa as it is Afrofuturism. So I'll leave you with this. Aphrodust is where the Jetsons meet the Flintstones, where the slave's imagination runs free, Imhotep's ideas meet rocket science, where Africa's resources and minds become one again, where Wakanda breaks the fourth wall, and where nostalgia no longer goes backwards. It is liberation materialized, a place to be free. So let's get free.
Do you have a business plan?
I don't currently have a business plan, but I'm working on it.
And the funding will be used for?
The funding will be used for buying more books and getting more capital so I can get a central location. But before I get a central location, I've been talking over with my friends actually getting a mobile location. That'll be like a bus that we gut out and just make it into like a mobile revolutionary bus, which is something innovative that I think will be great to take to different places. So Aphrodust is a pop-up bookstore, but it's also on rootsclothing.org. So Roots Collective is this organization in Miami that does a lot of community things. They just gave out a whole bunch of turkeys last Thanksgiving. They did things for Christmas. And they actually have a Black Friday marketplace coming up, and we're all partnering to be out there. So what they're doing with this marketplace is they're bringing black vendors on Black Friday and bringing them to one central location so people can pull all their money there. And I'll be there also. So it's on rootsclothing.org.